If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I post a new Tom Brady video every day.
If Antonio Brown was not on this football team and they were in their current state right now with all of their injuries, I would still say this team can win the Super Bowl.
I just look at Tampa Bay right now, and I think you have to be exceptionally impressed with what they've been able to do considering all their injuries.
Yeah, without Chris Godwin, without Mike Evans, without Leonard Fournette. I think Shaq Barrett wasn't there as well yesterday, too. I mean, they've had such a good run this season.
They left nothing in doubt here in this win. Tom Brady looked terrific.
Two things are going to happen. Number one, Tom Brady and Gronk, because Gronk struggled last game, they're going to come back with a vengeance. You're going to see that this week, Carolina. But then even bigger, when I listened to Byron Leftwich, I heard a little bit of the Tom Brady-isms, right? He talked about working harder at practice, talking about getting it corrected. And sure, I'm sure how that's Byron Leftwich is. But Tom Brady has this kind of effect on his team where even where younger players have to step up, the Scotty Millers, the Tyler Johnson, guys like that will step up around Tom Brady.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers locked up the NFC South. They didn't have a lot of the normal weapons around Tom Brady, but boy, Antonio Brown made a statement in his return coming off the suspension.
From a football perspective, take a look at this stat sheet. It's clear who Tom Brady locked in on and who he trusted the most, and it wasn't Rob Gronkowski in this game. It was Antonio Brown. 15 targets, 10 receptions, 101 yards in the game that in his first game back since the suspension, 32-6 win over Tampa Bay. It's very obvious he's going to have a big role here down the stretch of the regular season as they try to lock up the number one overall seed.
And you see why they wanted him back, obviously.
I'm not saying this disrespectfully to AB. I was shocked how good he looked. I mean, how crisp he looked, how sudden he looked, how good of a job he did at separating, how ready he was. I mean, this is a guy that hasn't played in a long time, and I know he's a Hall of Famer, but he still looked like he played last week and had 10 for 101. And I think that's the nice thing that you take out of that football game if you're Tampa Bay is how ready Antonio Brown looked, whether it's going to be needed next week or, in 3 weeks into the playoffs. I think when Mike comes back, AB will own the middle of the field. I still believe Rob Gronkowski outside of Tom is the most important person on that offense for all the versatility and the information that he brings. I'd also say it was nice to see for Tampa Bay their pass rush show up a little bit. That was something that we've been waiting on, for multiple moments this year. But if AB is looking this good already, yeah, I feel way more comfort over the loss of Chris Godwin. And I'm such a Godwin guy, and I think he's fantastic. But if AB is going to look that way for the next 2 months, Tampa Bay should be okay.
I know I'm out here by the beach. Everybody thinks he should be on this beach by now, just chilling out, retired, and hanging out with Giselle and the kids. Let's not forget about Tom Brady, who at the age of 44 enters Christmas weekend with the most passing yards and passing touchdowns in the National Football League. I know he got shut out this past week, but you can't win them all. Let's not forget that Kurt's 12, had a huge clunker in week number 1. Just because this one comes late right now, does that mean we should discount Tom Brady at age 44 doing what he's doing? I say absolutely not. How dare you, is what I say. Tom Brady is the MVP of 2021.
By the way, you don't think Tom Brady wants this because he appears faster than he's ever been. He's running for first downs now. And again, it's not fast by your standards, but by his at age 44. Look, watch this. Watch this. Is this not impressive? That's pretty fast for Tom Brady. Seriously, I am not joking. For Tom Brady, that's pretty fast. He has gotten faster at 44 thanks to all the band running that they're doing against band, the beach running. Yeah. Right?
You think so?
Yep, I do. At 44, are you not impressed?
I thought Cam Jordan would have broken him from running.
Okay, well, he didn't, because Tom will still run for the occasional big first down when needed. It's showing you that's how badly he wants it right now, right?
If Tom Brady won the MVP at 44, that would be incredible. The oldest person to ever win the MVP was 40 years old, and that was Tom Brady. Yeah, that was Tom Brady.
Enough. All right, that's enough.
I mean, is there any record this guy hasn't broken?
You're number one in the world, and it'll always be.
And I said it all the time.
He's the hardest working offensive player I've ever seen, that I've ever been around, that I've ever played with. And because of those reasons, no matter what motivated that made me feel like on Sunday, Antonio Brown was going to show up. And we saw it throughout his career. People forget that this dude for 6 years was the greatest wide receiver that ever played the game. It's not hyperbole. The numbers say it. He had a 6-year run like we've never seen from a wide receiver. And he continues to work that way. You go back to the playoffs last year, he started to ascend and he excelled in those playoffs. Early on this year, he seemed like the number one receiver on this team, and he got right back to it. Yeah. Think back to AB's one game with New England against the Miami Dolphins. He had 4 catches, he had a tub, about 60-plus yards. Yeah. Tom Brady was comfortable with him then. Yeah. So comfortable that a dude we heard all this about was offered to live in Tom Brady's house. Yeah. So you think they ain't gonna throw him the ball now? Yeah.
Tom Brady's winning it unanimously because what he's done at age 44 is nothing short of amazing. He's leading the NFL in passing yards. He's leading the NFL in passing touchdowns. And he has not missed a beat.
Yeah, all I'm saying is that the defense is still there, bro. Like, the whole defense is still there. The receivers, all these weapons, they're still there. That's all I'm saying.
If I get Tom Brady at Lambeau against the guy who's 1-4 in NFC Championship
Y'all not winning
games,
this year.
We will win that
I want
game.
25 cases. Okay. If y'all get the Lambeau, I want 25 cases.
I'm writing it down right now. 25.
25.
You got it.
Aaron Rodgers will not let that happen.
Really?
Nope.
Well, he keeps letting it happen.
He ain't going to let it happen this year.
The last 2 times he's faced the GOAT, he lost, what was it, 38-10 the first time at 10, or was it 38-3?
It was, yeah.
2 pick sixes.
There's some sort of comfort that Tom Brady has with Antonio Brown that is uncanny. There's a chemistry that these guys have shared since his one game with the New England Patriots against the Miami Dolphins a couple of years ago. And now you watch him. Soon as he gets back into the fold, he's his number one guy. He's his go-to guy. Obviously, Mike Evans isn't there. Chris Godwin isn't there. But there are so many easy completions between these two. And when I see that, it makes me... And you watch Tom Brady engage with Antonio Brown, there's a relationship there. There's a relationship that I think Tom Brady values, but I know for sure Antonio Brown values. There's almost this thing like, I'm not going to let you down. I'm going to play hard. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to do the things you need for me to do, Tom, in order for us, in order for you, in order for me to succeed. And I think when we think about this going down the stretch with the banged up Leonard Fournette, a banged-up Mike Evans, no Chris Godwin. The one guy with the position flexibility from that wide receiver crew is Antonio Brown.
And he can redeem himself, too, for what he did with the team.
Anytime that you get to this point of the season, remember, of course, last year, where they went on that 8-game win streak, including the playoffs, to win the Super Bowl, they were able to rush the football very well. Obviously, Leonard Fournette now healing up.
Right. Chris Godwin's not coming back. We know that. But Mike Evans is coming back. Antonio Brown is coming back. Evans, week to week, but he's coming back when playoff times come. Antonio Brown coming back when playoff times come. Scotty Miller, you said he doesn't make big plays. Last year, he had a big play against Green Bay when he had his opportunity. And when he was in the game, he didn't make big plays before Antonio Brown got there. All these guys that you mentioned, Leonard Fournette on IR, coming back. They're only out for 3 weeks. They come back when playoffs come. And so all that is still available. Every single one of those pieces is available, minus Chris Godwin.
That's it for this video. I post a new Tom Brady video every day, so please like and subscribe. That way you'll always have a new Tom Brady video to watch every single day. Thanks for watching.